Good afternoon, tubers. What we got here is the ice and snow brush for the Jeep, or the Liberty I should say. It ain't a real Jeep. But as we're looking at it, we see this stuff on the bottom right here, and that just happens over time. You know, you get some little gravel that might get on the windshield. You got ice that builds up on it overnight, you know, with the freeze thaw cycles and all that. What I'm going to try to do is going to try to level this off with this angle a little bit more, and then clean this edge up right here. You can see how bad this is eaten up. And again, it'll still work, but I think cleaning it up will help it work smoother and better, especially for the wife for life's got, you know, kids coming in and out with her almost every time she loads a vehicle. She's got kids going with her. So I'm going to try to just clean this up, try to make it a little bit smoother for her to be able to clean off, or me to be able to clean off early in the morning if I'm doing it for her. Let's see how this turns out. Here is a look at it initially, and then I go to work with it with a razor blade a couple of times, just trying to get some of that, not spalling, but the stuff that kind of created a wire like you'd find on a knife edge. Just trying to cut some of that stuff off, and then do that from a couple different directions. Found out that the razor worked okay, but it kept trying to cut too deep instead of just shaving it off, you know, just, you know, ever so small of an amount, or just the raised portions. It kept trying to dig in. So eventually I just quit that and went and got some 180 grit and just started laying it about as flat as I can get it. Now, the issue with this is I haven't found a good enough radius yet to be able to give it that slight curve that it started with initially. So I go both, you know, x-axis, y-axis, whatever those are. But if you notice there, it starts to build up on the edges and not in the center. And that's because the blade had a natural curve to it. Yeah, a little cottonwood there, right? So I got to go figure out a way if it's going to work okay with that, or I may need to go ahead and get that curvature back. A couple little more spots I got to get done here. Those are actually pretty quick and easy to do. And then the last shot here, I will be just showing you what it looks like from the side, so you can see how flat it is now, and it's a pretty nice edge to it. I went ahead and actually flipped the paper over and laid it down on the back so that I could see how much sun was coming through it. You know, actually, and try to check what the angle is. And then looking at it, and you can see here, it's actually, gotta get it to refocus there. But you can actually see right there that it used to have a small curvature. And all right, so you finally got it focused in. You look at it now, you can see that I've got a nice, ever so slight bead all the way across it. So now I got nice flat against the windshield. Now with the windshield being at a constant curve, I'm thinking I may actually want to get something with an ever so slight radius and maybe take off a little bit more in the middle, but we'll see how it works out. I think it'll work pretty good the way it is. And if you look at it there, it's looking pretty flat. I guess we'll see how it turns out once it snows, right?